I survived BookCon 2026, and here's everything you need to know about what my experience was like and my haul. Before I get into the haul, I think I want to talk about my BookCon experience because I had a very different experience than a lot of people at this year's BookCon. I had a great time at BookCon 2026, and let me tell you why. I know you guys have probably seen my shorts by now about my BookCon experience, but I figured I could elaborate a little bit better on this. So I had a really good experience at BookCon. I will say I do think there is room for improvement for the next con, but overall, I had a fun time. For the most part, I had a really good BookCon experience. I will say on the first day, I arrived at the Javits around 9:40 thinking that would be enough time, and it was not enough time. By the time I actually got in the doors, it was 10:30, and I wanted to go to a panel, so I literally had to figure out how to get all the way up to the panel area, and I made it just in time, which I'm very grateful for. I had a really great time at the panel. I only attended one during the entirety of BookCon, but there were so many options, and there's so many cool ones. I wish I got to see so much more. So after I attended the first panel, I decided to explore the floor. I went to Indie Alley and that exhibition floor, and I had a really great time just kind of checking out all the vendors and seeing what everyone had to offer. As much as I love reading, I don't own any bookish stuff at all. So for me, it was really exciting to go shopping and pick up some bookish goodies because like I said, I didn't have any. And now I have a ton, so I can't wait to share them with you. I think my favorite part of BookCon was actually Indie Alley. I absolutely loved meeting all these authors and hearing about their books. I also am on Threads, and I was super active with talking about BookCon and just books in general. So a lot of people who were at the event, I got to meet, be like, hey, we talked on Threads. So I got to meet a lot of indie authors that I interacted with on Threads, and I also got to meet a lot of indie authors that I interacted with in general. Now, I think one of the reasons why I had such a different experience than a lot of people is because as much as I love ARCs, I did do the Barnes & Noble Book Fest, so I got a ton of ARCs there. So I wasn't trying for ARCs or advanced reader copies for this event. I was just trying to vibe it out and have a good time. Eventually, I did make it to that floor where all the main publishers were and a couple other exhibitors, and I just had a really nice time checking it out. And luckily for me, at the end of the day, on the last day, one of the publishers just gave me a free book. So that was really nice. And it just so happens it's an ARC. It comes out really soon though, and I'll tell you more about it in the haul portion. Now, I will say the food options weren't great. I did bring snacks, which was a really smart move. So I think I'll do another video on tips and tricks for your next BookCon or book events in general. I did do a Substack post all about what kind of stuff to bring to a convention if you're a first timer. So I found that post ended up helping out a lot of people, and I'm so grateful people decided to check it out. In my opinion, one of the coolest activations at BookCon was actually our Lord and Savior, LaCroix. I'm just a huge fan of LaCroix. I've been drinking it for quite some time now, so I was really glad they had a pop-up where you could get free goodies. You could get a tote and a hat, or either. I didn't end up picking the goodies, but I did get a can of soda, seltzer, and honestly, on the first day, it saved me. I'm being so serious, so shout out to LaCroix. Love you guys. But yeah, and then on the second day, I went back to get another can because I just really love it. And I just love their whole setup. They were hydrating us. The vibes were really nice because they had a whole area where you could sit and relax. And it was just really great. Now, I was able to get 2 reservations for authors during BookCon, and I'm so grateful I managed to get those. That was a crazy experience. It felt like Eras Tour ticketing all over again. In case you don't know, I'm a huge Swiftie, but it was an experience getting those tickets. So I ended up getting Casey McQuiston and Chuck Tingle for my signings, and I'm very glad I had them on the first day. I will say, I really do think they could improve the signage at BookCon because I literally could not find the autograph section to save my life. Thank God my friend I was there with was already in a line for her signing. So she's like, oh, Becca, it's just in the back. And I was like, thank God. Meeting Chuck Tingle was so much fun. I had never met him before, and he's just such a fun person, and I just love his books so much. I don't know how to express how much I love his style of horror. I feel like a lot of stuff I'm talking about in this video, I have touched on a little bit in my vlogs, so if you want more of an overview of what my days were like, you could check out those videos, which I will link below or I don't know, one of those things. I was also so glad I got to meet Casey McQuiston. I fucking love their books so much. Like, I love Casey McQuiston's books so much that like, I think in like 1 year I read like almost all of them. I think the only one I haven't read is actually Red, White, and Royal Blue, but don't worry, I'll be doing it. But I was very grateful that I got the opportunity to meet both of those authors and like have a moment with them. I also thought it was really interesting because it literally said that we weren't able to get pictures with the authors in like the information when we booked the autograph sections. However, I think practically every author did take photos with us, which I'm so grateful for. And I just think that was so special. Like, what do you mean I have photos with these authors? I like didn't expect it. So it was this very special experience getting the opportunity to meet them both. Technically, I already had these books, so I'm not putting them in the haul portion, but this is One Less Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is my favorite one of their books. I absolutely love it. And I'm matching it today. How cool is that? Bury Your Gaze was actually one of my favorite books of the entire year last year. So I was so excited to tell Chuck and Nicole that. And here's my little autograph. I only brought 2 books. I know you could have brought more, but I just wanted to keep it light. A lot of authors were sending book plates, but I didn't end up getting any autographs on any of them. These were the only 2 autographs I got during the entirety of the con. There were some post-panel signings that I did fully intend to go to, but I was too busy yapping to indie authors in Indie Alley to make it there, which I'm so grateful for. My TBR right now is so incredible. Anyway, let's get into the haul. So as you know from watching my content, I love a mystery box, blind box, and stuff like that. So when I was at BookCon, I saw that a lot of brands were doing blind date with a book. So I thought I was gonna get one, but I got 3. So this is the first one I got from Alex's bookshop, and it is a queer romance book. It's so cute. I can't wait to open it and see what's inside. The next blind date with the book I got is from Lavender Moon. How gorgeous is it? And there's so many goodies in here. And she told me this was like one of the original designs for the brand. For this blind date with the book, I got a horror book. I love reading horror. It's one of my favorite genres. So I can't wait to open this up and see what's inside. The last set of blind dates with the book I got is from Audio and Color. And I can't wait to see what's in here. I think she said there's 3 books in here, but stay tuned and we'll find out together. So the first book I got for free is this book called Deconstructing the Kardashians, a New Media Manifesto. This is actually an ARC that I got from a publisher. At the end of the day, they were just handing out free books, and this happens to be the one I got. I do really want to get some more nonfiction in my life, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. It basically talks about the rise of the Kardashians and what they can teach us about media and stuff. So I think it's going to be a really interesting read. So there's a girl in line who was like, would you like this book? And I was like, you know what, sure. I've actually never read a sports romance really. I technically have read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, but I've never read a baseball romance before, and this is a queer baseball romance, and it also is trans rep, so I'm really, really, really excited to check it out. I think I'm gonna love this so much, and it will be one of my first sports romances. So as I was walking down Indie Alley, I came across this book, and it's called All That Holds Between by S.J. Lee. It did come with a sticker. I forgot to put it in my little freebie haul, but you can see it here. How cute is it? This book is a speculative fiction novella that is about rediscovering what's lost, savoring what remains, and allowing life to hold more than function. And I'm really excited because I just flipped through really quickly and there are recipes in here. So I'm extra excited to read this because speculative fiction that has to do with food, I'm so there. That's absolutely my favorite thing in the world. I forgot to also add that all my Indie Alley books are signed by the authors, which I love so much. So this was actually the first book that caught my eye in Indie Alley, and it's a sapphic spy book, and I cannot wait to read it. It's called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and I did speak with the author, and they did sign it as well. I thought I was doing well with my freebie haul, but I also have this in there, which is from this book, which I like completely must have missed, but it's gorgeous. So the next book I picked up is A War Amongst the Stars by Tristan Clark, and this is an author I interacted with a ton on Threads, so I was so excited to meet them and tell them how we talked on Threads, and they were so excited. It's celestial god, mysterious secrets, and romance. I was like, yeah, of course, I need this. And they also personalized it for me, which I loved so much. You'll see this in the freebie haul, but they did give me some goodies to go with my purchase, which I loved so much. But I'm so pumped to read this. This is another author that I saw on Threads, and I was like, absolutely, I need this book. I have to find them. And it is a queer Alice in Wonderland retelling, which is like, hello? In case you guys don't know, Alice in Wonderland is my favorite book of all time. It's one of the only books I've reread. Oh my God, I don't even know how many times I reread it. Literally, my senior thesis in college was on Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, it's called Glow Rot, No Way Out of Wonderland by Beatrice LeBurn. And Beatrice is so nice too. They are the nicest person ever. And they also gave me a cute little bracelet, which you'll see in the freebie haul. And they also personalized it for me. Let me pull it up. And they even wrote me a little note. Oh, how cute. I obviously am so excited to read this. Like I said, Alice in Wonderland is my favorite thing of all time, so I can't wait. So I did pick up one traditionally published book, which is Savage Blooms by S.T. Gibson. And I saw the cover and it caught my eye automatically. It was at one of the publisher's booths and I was like, wow, this is so gorgeous. And I walked away because I was like, I don't know. And then I ended up coming back because I couldn't stop thinking about it. And the publisher told me it was 50% off. So I ended up grabbing it. It's basically about fairies, gothic manners, forbidden desires, and set in Scotland. So I think I'm gonna love this. I don't know about you, but like my entire For You page has just been taken over by like Ireland, Scotland tourism. So I think this is gonna scratch that itch. So there's actually one more book that's probably not gonna be in this haul, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's called Capitana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's by Cass James. This was another author I saw on Threads. They were sold out of their books by the time I got there. However, I did order one, so I should be getting it soon. But it's a pirate fantasy, and they were kind enough to sign this bookmark for me. So I'm very excited to have this in my possession, and I can't wait to read the book because, of course, I want to read pirates this summer. Duh. That's like asking if you want to play mermaids. The answer is obviously yes. So the next category I have is like bookish goodies. So like I said, I don't own any bookish goodies, which is so surprising to me. So obviously I had to stock up. I did actually have a wish list of things I really wanted to get at BookCon, and I'm happy to report I got everything. So the first item on my bookish wish list was a book related crew neck because I don't own any, and I was like, this is a crime against myself. So instead of getting one, I ended up with two. So the first bookish crew neck I got is from Hannah Elise Co. And it's this gorgeous light blue crew neck that says read more. This is like literally my ideal aesthetic. Like all the letters are so perfect. I am absolutely in love with this and I'm so excited to wear it. Let me know if you guys would like to see a styling video on this. I'm just so excited to have this in my life. Did I in fact get a second blue crew neck? Yes, but blue is one of my favorite colors and I wear it all the time. But this is a mock neck. And also, it's actually official BookCon merch. How cool is it? As soon as I saw this, I was like, yes. I love the mock neck on it. It would look really great with the jeans I'm wearing now. I could also do a styling video on this if you'd like to see it, but I love her so much. Like, I'm already imagining this with like a little black skirt and tights. Oh, it's gonna be such a fun time to style. This also is a free tote I got at BookCon, and it's home to the rest of my goodies. So Kobo was there, and this says busy reading on my Kobo and Rakuten Kobo, and they were giving away these hats at the end of the last day, and I thought it was really cute. I really like the color combo, and yeah, I thought it was a nice little freebie. So I bought both my mom and I new Kindle covers. Hers is the blue one with hummingbirds, and mine is the strawberry, and these are from Lash Next Door, which is where I got the canvas tote. And I just think they're really cute, and I'm so excited to take my Kindle out of its boring green case and put it in one of these. So one of the brands called Book Page Art did one of those mystery mini prints, so I decided to do it, obviously, because you know I love a mystery anything, and I got the pirate one, which I kind of love. I guess I'm entering my pirate era this year, which I'm totally okay with. If there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that I'm a claw clip connoisseur. Claw clips are my favorite thing to buy. I constantly am wearing them in my hair, and I really wanted a bookish related one. So I was really excited when I found this, and it's like colors are similar to those of Becca Land, so I'm super excited for that. and these are 2 colors I wear all the time. And I saw this croissant with a bow and I was like, I obviously need her. Like, that's so me coded. It's actually crazy. So those are the 2 claw clips I got. I also couldn't resist this scrunchie from a different seller. I just loved it so, so much. One of the things on my wish list was cute bookmarks, and I certainly did some damage. This one's actually for my mom. I'm gonna try to do the YouTube hands so I could show you guys each item individually. Yes, this is a Lizzie McGuire bookmark. I saw this and I was like, this is literally just me. This is literally me. Look, if I see a cute bear and bow and cake aesthetic bookmark, of course I'm getting it. So this bookmark is actually a charm bookmark. So basically you went to the seller, you picked out a bookmark, and then you got to choose one of the charms. I picked the blue bow because obviously it matches, and this is just like my aesthetic. I feel like you guys watching this video are gonna see my aesthetic so clearly. I feel like it's so apparent in everything I got, and I love that for me. Okay, I did lie. I did forget a hair accessory. I forgot I got these gorgeous like fairy butterfly wing clips. They were just too gorgeous to not get. And I've never seen a hair clip like this before. So this is the other piece of BookCon official merch that I picked out. I really wanted a bookish bag charm that was on my wish list. And I saw this and I was like, look at it, yes. And it's a Squishable, which is a really great brand. I have a couple pieces by them. My favorite is I have this platypus from like probably over 10 years ago that I got from them that I love. And then I also love that this has these little like grommets or holes or whatever. I'm not really sure the right word. So you could attach more charms onto them. But yeah, I can't wait to wear this. It's gonna look so cute on all my bags. And honestly, it kind of matches my outfit right now, which I also love. I also picked up this in my audiobook era magnet. I just thought it was so cute and I love it so much. And I can't wait to put it on my fridge. I think it's gonna look fabulous on there. And I love audiobooks like so, so much. Like they're one of my favorite things in the world. I know I keep saying I'm done with my hair accessory haul, but I'm actually not. I keep forgetting I have more and more. So this says crying over fictional characters. And this was from a machine for a mystery hair clip. And this is the one I got. You guys are probably gonna see the video of me getting this on shorts soon, if not already. But yeah, I just loved it so much. I also got this super cute mini Alice in Wonderland book to add to my trinket collection. It's literally perfect, no notes. The last 2 items in my haul are both jewelry items. I saw this bunny ring and I was like, I knew I needed it. And it's also adjustable so it could go on any finger, but I love that it's a cute little bunny ear ring. I love bunnies. What I think is super ironic about this entire haul is the first item I bought during the entirety of BookCon is actually the last item I'm gonna share with you guys, and that is this. And last and certainly not least, it's not gonna focus on this, but this is an Alice in Wonderland necklace that actually opens up into a locket. I just saw this and I was like, oh my God. And it's also one of the original illustrations, which I also really love. But yeah, I'm so excited to wear it. And that's it for my 2026 BookCon haul. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I will try to leave links to all the brands below. I don't think I could tag them on YouTube, but I will try to link up to their Instagrams and stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which item is your favorite, and let me know what you got at BookCon if you want, or what would be on your BookCon wish list.